All the stuff that we're finding that hasn't even been opened like this. What is this for anyways?
To be honest, I have no idea what the hell I got it for.
It's a wall border. You be grabbing stuff you don't even know what for. What's good to everyone in YouTube? What's going down on this Thursday? On this fine Thursday. Beautiful weather in Southern California. California A. The Golden State. You know gold out here, bro. Nothing but broke asses. But what's everybody up to? Those are all papers I think we need to put in the shredder. No?
Yeah.
SGV is definitely up in the house. Shout out to the SGV. What you up to, my boy? How's the weather over there in the Sud Gangster Valle? Because I know the SGV's a little bit hotter, no? Oh, my baby. It was so small. Those pictures were in there?
Yeah.
Is that a notebook? Or did I already use? No? So my gangster, what's good with you, funny money? Hot? Yeah, I bet it is, huh? Actually, over here in LA is a breeze right now. You got a lot of breeze. Oh, yeah, it's brand new. So you guys be buying all kinds of notebooks knowing damn well that we have notebooks right here that haven't even been used? That's just like wasting money. Sup, y'all? What's good with you, Mando? What's cracking like in? What you up to, carnal?
Damn, literally just all papers.
I know, those are all paper that need to be shredded. I just need to plug in the shredder. If you want, put them to the side and I'll shred them. Watching football. Oh, yeah, that's right, huh? Thursday night football, huh? Who's playing today? I even forgot about that. That's right, I forgot that was a game on. So what happened to the Raiders, though? The Raiders had a chance and came up short. They were so close yet so far away. Seems like that's always that's always what happens with them, huh? But then you have the people that says, "Ah, well, next year." Next year never comes. They keep waiting and waiting for that magical season. The Raider fans said every time I watch them, they lose. It is true, they do. And they blow it, man. They blow it. Even when victory is like right there, they just find some way to fucking screw it up. That's crazy. I'm starting to think that team is cursed, bro. Normally, I don't believe in witchcraft, but I'm starting to think that they're cursed, bro. They put a hex on them. Or something. There's something supernatural going on, because they can never seem to get it together. Get it together, baby. Come on now. Huh. Especially this. They ain't gonna do nothing. They're cursed like the Cowboys. Oh, I know. The Cowboys have been cursed for a while, too. Serio. Facts. I saw the video where you were backing up G-Face. What the? You see how I always get people that always like stirring up stuff? I know what you're trying to do, my boy. It's not going to work. First of all, there was no video like that. You want me to what you want me to do is being like, fuck no, fool, I didn't back that fool up. You got me fucked up. I know what you're trying to do. It's not going to work, bro. I see those games that you guys play. I'm smarter than the average bear. Boo-boo. But nice try, though. I know other people on their lives, they fall for it, but you know, it's not going to work here. I do like how people like to stir up the pot. They just like, walling out the internet. Hangout did a video on G-Face at Explosive. Serio? Well, that's cool. What does that have to do with me, my boy? What does that have to do with me? That's what I want to know. It's got nothing to do with me. That's their pedo, that's between them. I mean, I have no say so in it. I mean, who am I? Hey, M.O.D. G-Face has bad paperwork. Why do you support snitches? Now I'm supporting snitches? I know what you're trying to do, Telly. You're trying to get my side by saying that I support snitches. That way I could be like, nah, fool, I don't support that fool. And then that way it's like, oh, so his pork is good, huh? I understand. Telly, I'm disappointed in you. You should already know I don't fall for those games. I already know what the internet does. Though I do applaud people for trying to. You want to know my honest opinion on the whole G-Face and the paperwork and everything like that? Here's my take on it. Ready? It's none of my business. I'm not from White Fence, my boy. That's between him and his neighborhood, and you know what I mean? That's between them, carnal. I'm not from White Fence. I don't have a say-so. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. Like, I don't gotta say so. Why are you taking back his message, babe?
Because he's annoying.
He's trying to get me to respond wildly. See, the thing is, that's between their barrio and stuff like that. That has nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? And if he is, let's just say he is, right? What does that have to do with regular day people that don't even gangbang, my boy? Like, if people don't even bang, why do they care if somebody told or not? You know, like you guys ain't gang members, so why does it matter to you guys? Like, bro, I don't even know who the guy is. And they're saying I'm supporting him. Like, I'm supporting someone I don't know. Okay, I didn't realize that. What I said about the homie hangout, about that video that actually a Hater World did, my reaction was to the Hater World, but was that paperwork doesn't belong on the internet, right? Because it's not made for regular day people to be voicing their opinion of what that neighborhood should do or what they shouldn't do or how they should take care of it or how they shouldn't take care of it. That's between their neighborhood and them individuals, not between me and him or them and them. You know what I mean? That's for them battles to do whatever they got to do. It's got nothing to do with us. For us to be meddling in, you know what I mean? Like how a big homie should do it is like, if you know that somebody's no good, right? If you have that paperwork that this person's no good, is you get at somebody from that neighborhood, right? And you're like, hey, what's up? You know, I'm so and so and so. Hey, your homie right here's got some bad paperwork. You know, you shoot it to them, and then that's it. You let that neighborhood do whatever they do. You know what I mean? You know that neighborhood goes and does what they're gonna do. That's not for you to be like, also make sure you guys handle it or you guys gotta do this. Fools will fucking, fools will fucking te mandan a la verga. You trying to come at them like that, you know what I mean? Like, you shot them what you needed to shoot them, and now you go upon your way and they go upon their way, and that's it. That's how it's handled. It's not made for like, what do you guys in the internet who are not gang members think should happen to this individual? Like, the fuck? Like, what does it matter? You know that's nonsense, bro. Like, non-gang related people getting involved in gang related matters, neighborhood matters. I mean, come on, bro. Like, and people are gonna tell me that they don't see nothing wrong with that. You voicing your opinion of how a neighborhood should conduct its neighborhood and how it should fix its matters or its problems. Like when did you get jumped in? And then when fools start tripping on you because you're doing that, and then they're like, man, why are these fools tripping for? Like, really? You don't see why they're tripping for? You over here getting involved in shit that has nothing to do with you. What do you think about American Cholo? I think he's cool. I think he does his thing. You know what I mean? I don't always agree with him, but like he's pushing his his message. Oh, that's the fake Telly account. Yeah, I figured that much. Because Telly has a ranch. So I know that that's not the real Telly because I know that the real Telly has a ranch. The last time I checked, it was created today. Good looking out, Shadow Pit. Yeah, because I know the real Telly has a ranch. That fool says Telly is right though. Exactly. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Yeah. That's what I'm saying though. Like people like to meddle in shit that has nothing to do with them. Whenever we see you in the street, you're gonna get smoked, my boy. Gracias, carnal. I appreciate that. That should be pretty soon. Because we're never hiding. How you doing, LG? Oh, we're chilling. I wouldn't even get involved. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not my place to be getting involved. Why would you even drink a King Cobra? That's nasty beer. I prefer Miller High Life. Everyone's different. Well, King Cobra's cheaper, my boy. You know what I mean? Miller High Life, that's for the fancy rich people, my boy. We can't afford that. Drink a hurricane. Drink a hurricane and it's the nastiest. But no. 211 is the nastiest. Facts, bro. 211 is the nastiest. Hey, what up, Shadow? What's good, La Onda? Have you ever even been to prison? Seriously, man, have you ever been to prison? I never been nowhere a day in my life, bro. I'm just a nerd who lives in Alaska. You can ask about me, my boy. I'm not that difficult. Not that hard to find me. Butter KHA, that's right, homie. Shout out to all the kings have arrived. All right, shout out. What's good with it? Oh, we're chilling right here, my boy. You already know who's American Cholo. Who is he? I don't want him to speak up for us, Rasa. Well, look. If people want to look at Gil as the voice of the raza, they're entitled to it. You know, if that's how they want to view the vato, that's how they view the vato. If people don't view him as the voice of the raza, they're entitled to not view him as the voice of the raza too, bro. They're entitled to their opinion. However you want to view him, it's completely up to you, bro. So if there's people that view him as the voice of the raza, then to them individuals, that's what he is. And if other people don't want to view him as that, then to them individuals, that's what he is. You get what I'm saying? It's however people want to view him. So don't let other people's way of looking at somebody bother you, right? Or you get mad at how they view, hey, bro, that's that person. If that's how they want to live their life and view them people, they're entitled. That's their life, homie. Who are you to say that they can't view him like that? You worry about how you view people and how you do you, and let them do them. You know what I mean? How they view American Cholo is not affecting nothing in your everyday life, not in the way you think, what you do, nothing. So don't let it bother you of how people want to view him, because in reality, it's not affecting nothing that you have going on in your life for you to get upset about it. You get what I mean?
It's ice cream time for the ones that are acting childish.
For the ones that are acting childish, there's a paletero outside. I'll take one of them shits too. We'll start misbehaving too. So, G, what's your opinion on Andrew? Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen what's happening right there. You know what I mean? Hook it up with a ranch. Yeah, I think I am gonna hook it up with a ranch, my boy. All beer is disgusting, my G. Well, yeah, that's how people view it. I find it, I like it. I like the way it tastes. But I can see, where people are coming from. I used to drink a King Cobra in the early 90s. For some odd reason, I don't know if it's just like hanging around in the block or what it is, but it's what I like to drink. Even at parties or whatever, I don't like modelos, nothing like that. I gotta be sipping a King Cobra. That's why I just show up with my own beer. They're like, oh, you sure with that nasty shit? Like, yeah, my boy. I ain't trying to drink no Modelos. I don't like the way the Modelos taste at the end. That aftertaste, I don't like it. All day $1 for a 20. Yeah, see, my homie knows what's up right here, Chicano Malo. Yes, $1 flat, my boy. You're right, absolutely right. Now I think it went up. Now I think it's like $1.05 now. $1.05. You want some good music? Check out the Hood affiliated or records. Catch me in the video. Oh, Serio, you're in the video of theirs? Orale, I'm gonna have to peek that out. Don't trip, Shadow. Onda has here. Montana and Santana and Magic and Frog. We're gonna have Frog there too. You already know my boy live in the hood, homies. You gotta have the ice cream trucks. That's how you know I live in the ghettos. You hear the corn man, the paleteros, and all that.
I'll be back, okay?
Okay. Worry about yourself, people. Get it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like all we could do is just us. That's all we could do. That's all we could worry about. Guns is the voice of the raza. Everyone knows that. If that's how you want to view that vato too, then you're entitled to view that vato like that too, homie. You know what I mean? Like I said, whoever people want to view as the voice or the starter, originator, lo que caiga, you know what I mean? I'm not here to say who people should side with or shouldn't side with, you know what I mean? Like people are grown enough to already know who they want to roll with, and you know, who am I to try to steer people from other people? Like, I'll never tell somebody to not support this person or that person. Like, hey, homie, like whoever they want to support, homie, like, you know, because I already know. Can't nobody tell me, you know, what I like or what I don't like or what they woo, you know, because no one has the right to. No one has the right to tell another person how they should live their life. And that's why I don't tell somebody, you know, how they should live theirs. You know what I mean? That's the problem with society, that everybody wants to tell somebody how they should live their life. Like, people are so egotistical that they feel how they live the life is the perfect way and want to demand that everybody lives how they do. Like, who the fuck are you to tell people how they should live? You know? Hey, let them do them. You do you, homie. And that's all. You know, if people were to just do that, homie, the world would be a better place. But the sad reality is that people want to fucking meddle into other people's business. You know what I mean? Like, how they should be fucking living and moving and shit like that. Like, come on now, bro. Also, beer. Liquor, though. Yeah, I don't like hard liquor, though. I never drink hard liquor. I don't like hard liquor. I can't do hard liquor. I could only do beer. Like, even in New Year's, I do the beer shot. I don't do the hard liquor. I don't like hard liquor. Seltzers are for women. No, why can't men drink seltzers? You know, that's one thing I never understood. Why can't a man drink a Smirnoff or a BJ or some shit like that? They could drink that shit too. Why not? If that's what they like, that's what they like. It still has alcohol. You drink enough of them, is gonna fuck you up. I mean, you gotta drink a shitload of them, but they're gonna fuck you up. You know, I personally don't like it. The reason why I just don't like it, not because they're for women or whatever, but the reason I don't like them is that I don't like the fruity taste mixed with the alcohol. Like, I don't know, it upsets my stomach. Like, I just don't like that shit. My wife loves that shit. She'll be like, "Ooh, taste this shit's bomb," and I'll try it. And it's like I can't do that. It's like, to me, it feels like I'm drinking a beer and eating like a fucking cheesecake or some shit like that. Like, it just doesn't go. Like, it's just, I don't know. That shit's weird. I mean, but if that's what the food wants to drink, I mean, shut the madre, do your thing, my boy. See, even if they drink the duels, non-alcoholic beer, I mean, I don't see the purpose, but okay. Pacifico and Bohemia. I like Pacifico. Bohemia is also so. Oh yeah, you're right. $2 for $2. Damn, homie. Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah, that's exactly how it goes down. That's how I know you be drinking when I drink. I'm right here at work with the homies from Pomona, 12th Street. That's right, the Sharky. Shout out to the Sharks. Seltzers are for women, but nah, they're not for women. They're for everybody. There's no such thing as a drink made for a woman or a male. We all do our own hustle. Yes, sir. Mr. On and cracking. What's good? We chilling, my boy, low-key. People always nosy in people's business and wish they were. Yeah, that's a sad truth, bro. What are your thoughts on the channel, the Homie Hangout? I recently started watching the Homie Hangout, Rascal. I think he has good content. I don't always agree with his views, but then again, I don't always agree with everybody on YouTube. You know, that's the beauty about these different channels that you don't always have to agree, but you can still support and watch. You know what I mean? Just because you guys disagree in some areas doesn't mean that you guys can't have an understanding or respect each other and stuff like that. So overall, I like his content. I think he has a sharp mind. I think he actually gives some thought to his content before he actually speaks. And he does have, his moments where maybe, how can I say, the negativity, takes over, with certain back and forths. But I mean, we're only human, though. You get what I'm saying? So of course we're gonna have flaws, and there's times that our tempers will get the best of us, especially us coming from this kind of world. Of course, our tempers will get the best of us. But overall, I think he's a sharp individual, and I think he drops good shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't always agree with him fully, but I respect where he's coming from, and I respect his channel. Because I like the fact that he gives his content some thought, and I like that he doesn't just talk reckless. You know what I mean? And I could always respect somebody that comes from that state of mind, because I know how easy it is to get pulled into the bullshit of the internet. That has people acting all out of character. So overall, I think his channel's some good shit. I recently just started watching his content. That's the problem about posting stuff on the internet nowadays. The thing is that nowadays people don't think about what they post. They just post it, you know what I mean? And then they want to backpedal or it was just a drunk moment and whoop de whoop. But now it's already out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you should always watch what you say. To be honest, I prefer you speaking about the therasa. I do have a channel where I talk about all that on my other channel. You know what I mean? For those who are curious, Man in Societies, where I talk about that. Everything outside of the streets. About the raza, our culture, our cultura, and stuff like that. Because all this arguing about how they should be calling us, or what they should call us, or how we should stand is all ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean? Because we're all the same. We're all the same. See, the problem with people is that when they trace our history, right? When they go back into the history, right? And they trace where we come from, for some odd reason, whenever they come to a certain point in history, right? Like let's say the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Mayas and stuff, when they come to that point in history, they stop. They stop, tracing the history right there. As soon as they reach that point, they're like, I found where I came from, like, how is that? Like, you still have to trace the history before that. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'm good right here. I'm good with what I'm seeing right here. Then that's a preference, my boy. That's because you want to view it like this because of all the stories you heard about the Aztecs and the glory behind it and how we're warriors and everything. That's why you want to just stop there. That's why you don't want to keep tracing it before that. Let's just say, hypothetically, this is just a hypothetical question. Let's just say we're Mexican, right? And we trace our histories back then even more, and you find out that you're actually Salvadorian, that we actually came from El Salvador. I know that's not true. I'm speaking hypothetical. Let's just say that we find out we're Salvadorians. All of a sudden, people will be fucking devastated. They'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe this. And it's like, why would that be so fucking... would be so wrong or cruel or shocking? Like why are you acting like it's the worst thing that could have been founded of your roots? Like, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's because of your pride. That's your pride you're trying to satisfy. It's your ego you're trying to satisfy. It's not you looking for the truth. You're not looking for the truth. You're looking for whatever will satisfy your ego and your pride, bro. That's what you're looking for. So you're not looking for answers. You're looking for you to be right. That's what you're looking for. So when people say they want to look for the truth, you don't really want the truth, bro. What you want is to, whatever you were told is right. That's what you want to be right. And you want to satisfy your ego. That's what you want. You don't want the truth. Because people always stop whatever they find, like, oh, yeah. See, I knew I was Mayan. I knew I was Aztec. I knew I was Inca. I knew I was Olmec. You know, and it's like, yeah, I knew I was a warrior. And it's like, oh, what about you trace your back? Oh, no, it turns out you're white. No, my world's coming to an end. Like, why? Why are you acting like it's the fucking worst thing ever? You're acting like now all of a sudden you gotta change the way you live or everything you ever done in life. Like, relax. Take a breather. It's the sad truth about people. They don't look for the truth. They look to be right. Tequila's all you drink? Damn, my boy. That's with the heavy stuff. Mineral water. Yeah, neither do I, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like mineral water either. He said tequila's for the rich folks. Can't afford that. Beer's good once you get a taste for it. You can get very hard alcohol. Yeah, I can't do the hard stuff. Oh, but see, that's the thing. I don't smoke weed. I've never been a smoker. I never liked smoking. I've been good. She seeds. I don't know why. I just never liked smoking. Nothing like not marijuana, not cigarettes, nothing. I always hated smoking. How's the weather out there? Is it cold as hell here? Right here, it's feeding me. It's feeding me weather. There's a breeze, so right now it's probably like maybe like 78, 76 around there. Sup, Shadow? What's good with you, Alex? I like your channel. Hey, gracias, my boy Steven. I appreciate that, bro. All I like to do is just speak for myself here and just speak my honest, opinion, my mind. I can't be trying to like tell people how they should live their life and shit like that. Hey, homie, I like your content. Keep it up. I tried to do something on Linux touching. Estrella Jalisco's bomb. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Linux. Yeah, shout out to the homies from Linux. I got a few homies out of Linux too. So what do you think about G-Face and his paperwork on public online? You read it already, at least. Yeah, I read it. My personal opinion is that I'm not from that neighborhood, and
The candle?
It's up to that neighborhood how they see it and view it and stuff like that. That's not my business.
Can you give me a back, please? All the shit that was.
You know what I mean? Like it's none of my business, for me to be giving my opinion on it or whatever. That's up to that neighborhood, and stuff.
Hey, what's funny, babe? Because you know how the ice cream truck was right here? So she was probably like maybe 4 neighbors down when I was coming out. So there is a truck coming out in front of the ice cream truck, from that side. Hello?
Do you work tonight?
Yeah, I work tonight.
Yeah, she does.
And
yeah.
Who was that? Jose?
I just got back home.
Grandma? Oh.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because I had to stay for tutoring.
So there was a car in front of me waiting. But I guess how the truck was coming out, you couldn't see if there was cars coming this way because you know how it's a one way.
Yeah.
So the car in front of me had no choice because it was already going, but there was a car coming, so it couldn't go because they would have been stuck. So you know how if you park on that side, you're this way?
Yeah.
So the car had to park on that side but face that way. So, I'm waiting for the white car to go because, it was all clear. And then I don't know what that white car was doing. So then, I went a little bit, but just a little bit because I knew that car was going to go.
That's why you laughed?
Yeah, that's why I laughed. So the car, it's going and whatever. And there's 2 cars in back of me, a white Jeep and some other stupid black racing Jeep or whatever. So... I started going and I'm reaching the light. So the white Jeep in back of me, he pressed his gas. So he was coming around on me on this side. So I seen that he was going to try to cut me off because, so I stepped on the gas. So
why did you do that?
So I was the first one to reach the light. So he had no choice but to go a little bit in reverse and just make like that. Babe, I'm not sure if he was driving his mom, but I'm looking in the rearview mirror, and you just see her holding on and she's just going like that. I was like, oh shit, like freaking idiot. And
why do you do that though?
He took the red light because I was the first one to make it to the light. But I was like,
if you would have got out the car, what were you to do?
Shut your ass up. I would have came and got you.
Like, all right, guys, I gotta go shoot somebody real quick. I'll be back.
But it's like
Crazy ass.
I don't know, purpose.
You always just gotta do that. I love it. Crazy ass.
I'm gonna put them up right there. I found it when I was cleaning the top of the fridge.
Have you ever heard of?
Well, I had
Have you ever heard of the dude, badass Snoop, leader of the writers? Yeah, I don't talk about
How
none
was
of that right here.
ice?
No offense to to none of them people. It's just that I just don't discuss that kind of stuff on my channel.
That was funny.
Well, to be honest, every time I watch your channel, you are always
Oh, and then my friend said that. You know how she was going with that pullover?
respects you are.
Because she said that. She's like, yeah, you don't want me to wear his jersey to school, and I don't want it.
Merced 209. Shout out to Merced the 209. Yeah, all I could do is just come and give the truth, bro. Nothing but the truth. There's sometimes what I'm saying, I don't like what I'm saying because of my pride and because it goes against my side or whatever, right? There's sometimes it goes against my neighborhood and stuff like that, right? So it's tough, right? But if you're claiming to be real solid and 100, then you gotta tell it exactly how it is, non-biased, even if you don't like it, even if it's against your side. Because if you're claiming to be real, if you're claiming to be 100, then you gotta tell it. Like you gotta tell it that way, even if you don't like it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I never come and take nobody's side. Like I come and spit it how it is. Now, if you think that sounds like me taking a side, then you're just not willing to accept the truth.
I saw his outfit today. I was like, okay.
Buenas tardes, carnal. Likewise, Will Smith. 209 here too. Got a hell of respect for you, Shadow. Hey, likewise, my boy. Gracias, I appreciate that. Shout out to the whole 209. I mean, no one, and I mean no one knows exactly where humanity started. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. That's facts. And here's the thing: nothing that we know about history is solid. Like nothing is concrete. Nothing is like 100. So everything you've been told is us assuming and assumptions and going just based off the little evidence that we have. So nothing is 100. Nothing is concrete. Because that's the beauty about history. History, we keep learning and we keep finding stuff, and it keeps opening up different avenues to explore. So nothing is set concrete. So people can't say that they know where they come from, 100, because we don't even know where we come from 100. You know what I'm saying? So, people think that they could be this and they could be that, but that's all. You can't be 100% sure that that's what you are. You know what I mean? Because the history is not fully 100. But people are always gonna go based on what they like what they prefer to hear, like whatever satisfies them.
And then it was funny because she was like, it looks like you scratched your foundation.
I believe humanity started in Africa, but that could be possible. Look, there's a possibility humanity could have been started in Africa. There's a possibility it could have been started in Mexico. There's a possibility it could have been started in England or whatever. There's a possibility of anything. You know what I mean? That's the beauty about history. It's an open field. But that's what I'm saying. People make it seem like okay, if it didn't start in Africa, like if it's that bad, like why would it be that bad that it didn't start there? Or if it started in England, it would be the worst thing ever. If it started in Mexico, it'd be the worst thing ever. Like why? Why would that be the worst thing ever? Like, but see, that's people's prides and egos because they want to be the ones where they come from. They want to be the ones to say, yeah, you guys all originated from where I'm from. But see, that's just you looking to be right and just looking to gloat, though. You know what I mean? And when you're looking just to be right and to gloat and shit like that, then come on, you're being petty right now, bro.
And tell me why when I press on the fucking gas, the mirror went in. You know how it's the nails right there? I was like, oh my god.
And I gotta fix that right now. I believe I would like to donate to your channel. Well, I have my Cash App on the thing. It's just that YouTube doesn't allow me to do the super chats and stuff like that because they're acting stupid. Because of all the haterism. Who you got on the UFC fight today? I don't know. That's a tough one, bro. Good loud. The King Cobra beat. Take me back to the old days, please. 250. Oh, eso. Yeah, I can go.
You see, this is why I don't pick up the kids because I always get into shit like that.
That's because you have a road rage problem. You want to let Pinta Bound remix right now? I'll bump Pinta Bound remix. You think I won't bump that shit? I'll bump the shit out of that. What is Pinta Bound remix? I don't know what it is, but What do you feel about American Cholo saying he ain't Chicano no more? Then he's not Chicano no more. I don't know. That's how he feels. That's how he feels. Yeah. Okay. My channel was monetized a while back ago. What happened was that my channel was getting reported by a bunch of people, right? Because that I was spreading negativity and woo, and YouTube, I had to be constantly, fighting, and YouTube just decided to disable my monetization because of all the people that be fucking crying to YouTube saying that I'm spreading this and that. See, what it is that, look, they view my channel as a threat, right? Because other people, they could talk recklessly and make cholos look bad, right? And which is their objective, is what they want to do. They want to make them seem stupid, reckless, arrogant, and stuff like that. So now you find my channel where I bring reason, logic, and you can't get me out of character, right? And I actually break down matters and situations and stuff like that. People don't like that. People don't like that I'm civil and I could debate and we could have these arguments. And they don't like somebody who actually comes with these conversations. They view me as a threat, right? Because I bring understanding. They don't like that. You know what I mean? So, it's like, oh, okay, we can't have people understanding it. It's like, I'm not looking for you guys to justify these, or for me to justify these individuals' actions. What I'm doing is providing understanding. There's a difference. But see, people can't separate the two because it's their own way of how they view the lifestyle that clouds them from allowing them to see the actual message. You get what I mean? Because there should be no understanding, Fuck them and that's it, period. And it's like you have to understand why individuals become this way in order to stop individuals from becoming this way. Because once you stop individuals becoming this way, then you can truly stop the problem from actually occurring. But see, people don't want to have those discussions. You know what I mean? Tap in with Swifty. I don't know why people are so mad at Swifty for, bro. I honestly don't see why people are upset with Swifty. Like, okay, so Swifty made a video that you got to check in with him. Big deal. I don't understand what the problem is. I mean, you don't have to check in with him. I know that that's what he said on the video, but so what if he said that? Who cares? You laugh it off and you move on. I don't understand why people are so stuck on it and so like appalled from what he said. Like, if you view that he's not really that important or he's not that person or like F what he has to say, then why does it bother you so much? So I don't understand. So if he's a goofball, and if that's how people want to view him, then that's up to them. That's their opinion, Like, if that's how you want to view him, carnal, that's up to you. My boy, you're entitled to view people however you feel. You know what I mean? I think he's cool. You think he's a goofball. And, that's my opinion. That's your opinion. It's all good, my boy. I'm not here to try to convince you that he's not. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna convince me that he is. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, we can all have our opinion of how we feel about somebody. It's cool. A rich coupon? I don't know. I don't really know his personal, his financial. I'm not really good when it comes to talking about people. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I'm not the best when it comes to try to get a reaction about somebody because I'm honestly going to tell you what I honestly think, and it's like, however people want to view it, because those are the truth. I know people want me to come on here and be like, yeah, F that fool's a soft ass fool. They want me to do all that, and it's like, why? Why would people get a kick out of that? I don't understand. See, I don't understand why people do that. Why would they like that? I don't understand. On that bullshit. Yeah, they do be on that bullshit. It's a trip. It's funny, but it is what it is. They're not gonna stop my channel regardless. You know what I mean? See, I actually believe in my message. If it was about the other shit, we would have gave up a long ass time ago. But it's like because it's honestly what I truly believe, and when you believe in something, I mean, nothing's gonna stop you. What's good, everyone in the chat? Oh, 626 is definitely up in the building. What's good with you? They not mad. They hating. Oh yeah, well that's true. They hating. Which I don't understand why though. How does his decisions affect your personal life? Like, I can understand like if him saying that somehow affected how you live your everyday life. Like if it somehow just like stopped you from going to work, or like if it like your food magically disappears off your dinner, plate or some shit like that. Like fucking Swifty, man. Look at that shit. Now my dinner disappeared. Then it's like, all right, then I can see why people are mad. But if what he's saying is not affecting you in your everyday life, then why are you mad for? I that's the part that I'm trying to get to understand. Like why? Like why are they so mad though? Like did that video somehow like affect them at their jale, or like their hyena left them because of that, or like what's going on here? Or maybe I should ask the people that are mad at Swifty. Hey, my boy, did Swifty making that video? If you dislike Swifty, whoever's out there, if Swifty, when he said that, somehow your lady left you, you lost your job, your dinner disappeared, they took the raise that they gave you away, you lost your hair, your teeth started falling out, maybe you tried to fart and you shit it at the same time, when you sharted, maybe like that occurred. I don't know what occurred, like, for people to be that mad. Like, give me from your perspective, from your side of the story, why are you so upset at Swifty? And maybe we could get to the bottom. Maybe you might actually convince me, like, all right, I see where you're coming from, my boy. All right, yeah, F that fool or some shit, So if you can get me, like, hey, I'm not even joking around, bro. I'm an open-minded person. Maybe you might persuade me, like, all right, I see where you're coming from, Like, we might be coming to terms right there. They have a question about me. I stashed my scante in the slab with it. You stupid fool. Kind of shit American Cholo needs to tap in when he comes to North. People are funny. How they like to stir up the pot, huh? That's just funny. The more they're funny. Good evening, human. Hey, how's it going? They lost money due to the video. Did they? Have you checked out Marvelous new channel, Marvelous Minds? Yeah, I actually subscribed to it. Has he put out a video? I don't think he's put out a video, has he? I did subscribe to it. I actually wrote a comment on his first video. So I'm waiting. I know he'll bring something interesting that I like. I like the way he thinks, I like his, overall, I don't agree, with, some of the stuff that he says, but nonetheless, I don't disrespect him, and it still piques my curiosity, because even though you disagree with some of his, overall thinking, like the world is flat and stuff like that, I like to watch, because I like to understand why people think like that. Like, why do they see it like that, or why do they view, the earth flat, or anything like that, right? Getting to the bottom behind why they, see it that way, and understanding that. I think that always fascinates me, why individuals see things and think the way that they think. Because there's a reason for everything, people just don't do what they do just to do it. You know what I mean? There's a reason behind everything in this world. And it's understanding that part that catches my attention. Good pick. You posted on Swifty Blue. Oh yeah, that's one thing that that's what I always say is facts over feelings. You know what I mean? People tell me there's no such thing as black Sureños, and I post all kinds of pictures. Or no Sureño wears red rags, and I post a picture of that. Or Swifty's not from his neighborhood, and I post that. And it's like, it's not that I'm supporting these individuals, right? Or when I did the video about Neil Dazad, it's not that I'm supporting, these individuals or backing them up. It's just that I don't stand with lies. Like, I can't stand when somebody's trying to lie. Like, there's no reason why you should have to lie, bro. You know what I mean? If you don't like the vato, fuck it, a toda madre. Come on here and say, you know what? I just don't like the motherfucker. And I don't even have a reason. I just don't like him. cool. I respect that because you were straight up forward about it. But when you try to lie and make up shit, that's the part that just throws me off. Like, why do you have to do that? Like, why do you feel the need to have to lie? That's the reason why I don't mess with some channels. I don't like the reason that the way people lie. Like, you didn't have to lie. Like, why the fuck did you have to lie? Like, if the story wasn't about you and if it was about your homie, why couldn't you just tell the story about your homie? Why did you have to say it was you? Like, I don't understand why the need for that, bro. Because let me tell you something. Somebody that comes on here like that is not good. You know what I mean? Because they're just looking for a way to manipulate them. And when you think you can try to make people look stupid because you can fool them, then nah, I don't fly with that on me. That I'm not cool with that at all. Because you feel yourself above people because you feel like you can outsmart them because you feel that they're that stupid, and that's not cool. And these be the very people that be supporting you too, and you don't have a problem with that, and that's the problem that I have with that. You can sleep at night comfortable knowing you could trick the very same people that look up to you. That's what I have a problem with. That's why I don't like and I don't fuck with some individuals because the fact that they could be cool with that, like they don't have no problem with that. Like people like that, homie, are never good. You know what I mean? Who could lie and just be, unfazed by it. That's alarming. You know? But it's crazy, But some people are really good. That's the thing. Some people are really good at lying and misleading and tricking people. And I should know, because I have fell for some of them games. So I understand, the mind behind a true narcissist, someone that deceives, they could be really good. They could be really, really good. But that's because they've been playing the game for so long.
Can you pass me the keys?
Shadow, do you play any sports? If you do, what's your favorite sport? No, I don't play any sports. I mean, I shoot the basketball and football and stuff like that with my kids, but like as an actually play, nah. I wish I could have been balling out there playing basketball. Basketball's always been my number one sport. I always loved basketball. But the thing is that I was always out there in the streets, you know what I mean? Like, I never had no time for like to join any teams and stuff like that because I was just too busy, running amok, you know what I mean? Now I regret it, you know what I mean? But back then it was all up. Look, no lie. When we used to chill in the hood, right, there was homies that would want to go to house parties, they would want to go to clubs, and I'd be like, nah, take me to the hood, right? And there was times where they used to, kidnap me. They used to tell me we were going to the hood, and really, like, we were going to some party or some club, and I used to be like, nah, let me out right here. Like, I'm about to jump out, fool. Like, just stop right here. And I'm like, where you going? To the hood? Nah, fool, we'll go to the party after. We'll go to the hood. Nah. Take me to the hood, and if not, I'm going to take off walking from wherever we land. I'm going to take off walking to the neighborhood, my boy. And they used to take me to the hood. They used to be like, fucking guy. And then Nessian is like, that's all I wanted to do. I didn't want no club, no bars, no nothing. Nah, take me to the neighborhood. That's where I want to be. It's the only place I felt, it's the only place I felt like, like peace and like where I was cool in, like I felt like, like it was home, it's like the only place that could take like my stress away somehow. You know what I mean? Even though it was causing me more stress at the time, it felt like that was the only time that I felt, like not angry or tense, so much, you know what I mean? That's the only place I wanted to be at. And homies used to be like, nah, don't even ask that fool. That fool's not gonna want to go. And it's like, nah, I'll stay right here. Like, you guys go do what you gotta go do. I'll be right here. And I wasn't the only one. There was other homies that thought like that too. You know what I mean? What's up, man? So that's just the way it was. No, I lived on Agnes and Hart. We would chill on mostly on Radford, or we would chill on Hines, or we used to chill on Gentry. Or Morella. There was sometimes on Morella too. We had our picking, just depending where we landed that day. Sometimes on Bow, sometimes at the Valley Plaza Park, sometimes, like on Benoin. No, I'm not gonna get into that, but no. I won't come in this. I won't come and talk about none of that on here. I won't insult them or nothing. We'll leave that for the streets. I mean, but if that's what they say, that's what they say, you know. Only us and them know the truth, you know what I mean? Nah, it's because it's a trip because us and CMK used to be cool, bro. A lot of my older homies are from CMK. CMK at the time had gotten into our neighborhood, right? But there was just a few guys that didn't want to get in, right? Maybe like about 4 or 5 guys that said like they didn't want to get in, but everybody else got in, right? So then those guys started recruiting other, you know, youngsters into their at the crew because it was a crew at the time. And I guess that they didn't tell them youngsters that there was no beef between us, so they just started crossing us out. That's all it's ever been, just graffiti battles, you know. It's never been nothing more than that, you know. But a lot of my older homies are from CMK, so that's why I can't diss them or say that they're whack or weenies, you know, because a lot of my homies were from there. And those are facts. That's something that they can't deny. They can't deny that their older homies are from my neighborhood. It just happens that way. Because there's some individuals out there that are just prideful in what they started, whether a crew or whatever, and they just don't want to, you know, let it go. Yeah, because when you pass, there is. Yeah, that's all it's ever been. It's ever been graffiti battles. Like, I have never gotten a phone call saying my homies got jumped by them or shot by them or stabbed by them or nothing like that. It's always just been graffiti battles. And, you know, we're not much of taggers. Because taggers are really, if there's one thing that taggers are really good at is catching spots and crossing fools out. Like, I don't know how they do it, but they do it. You know, it's like you leave for like a second, you come back and it's like, what the fuck? It's wild. That was the reason why when I was younger, I used to always want to be in the hood. For shit like that wouldn't occur. But like I said, it was a waste of time. Instead of doing something productive and stuff like that, I mean, it was. I remember the Green Light taggers in the 90s. Spawned a lot of fresh meat for the gangs. Yeah. You ain't lying, my boy. You ain't lying. I know people have been asking for a video for me to talk about that, but I have to go into the prison dynamics, and that's just something that I just don't do on my channel. So that's the reason why I just don't make videos talking about that, because, you know, I have to talk about stuff that's like, you know, not gonna lie, Shadow. I assume without knowing, but thank you. You pump some knowledge to me to understand why these are. You know, I'm hoping that maybe like my opinions or like, you know, my point of view maybe will not help somebody see something like in my view, right? Like view it my way, but maybe help them understand maybe the missing piece of how they wanted to view, you know, whatever they wanted to view, you know, just some understanding. It's not to like get people to think the way I think, but more maybe it will help them, you know, find the answer to whatever they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because there's sometimes I get it that, you know, we're so used to the internet and people judging everybody and meddling and stuff like that, that it becomes normal that there's people that just don't sit back and kick back and think like, okay, well, maybe it's none of my business and stuff, you know, because it becomes so normal that it's like, you know, like, I can't speak for individuals in this world, you know? Like, I can't tell people how they should view things and stuff. Every man is their own man in this world and is entitled to view it and live it how they choose, you know? That's just the way it is. Because I get it. I see channels when they be like, nah, fuck that fool. Hey, you guys, all of you guys, I don't want you guys watching this channel. Like who the fuck are you to tell people what they should be watching and shouldn't be watching? Like, ah, madre. That's ridiculous, bro. You're like, if there's people out there that I don't like, and if my subscribers are watching them, then that's their choice. You know what I mean? I'm not here. Like, who the hell am I to tell my subscribers who they can watch and can't watch? That's petty stuff, bro. That's petty stuff.
I was telling my brother right now because you know how yesterday I put in my boat. I know my sister. If she would just see me washing for no reason, she'll just go and put the dryer on again. Okay, so yesterday, you know, I had to do that. I washed the house. So yesterday, her stuff was in there. So you know, I got it, I folded it, and I left it on top of the dryer. Tell me why I went right now, babe. The same fucking clothes that I folded yesterday, she freaking put it back in the dryer, and they were already dry. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's the way to put it. YouTube drama is worse than high school drama. It's about the same, bro. It's about the same. 1993, Tank Bang had it. I don't know, my boy. But there was a lot of tag bangers that were down for their shit. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of tag bangers that are down. There's a lot. Taggers are down. Taggers are not pussies. I don't understand why people view them that. Tag bangers are down. You know, taggers are down. You know, they're just as down as homies. You know what I mean? It's just that they're younger. They're young. You know, they haven't been there yet. But they're with the business. There's a lot of tag crews that were with the business that were able to hang with neighborhoods. That's the reason why some tag banging crews became neighborhoods. You know, like KAM and UMK and JBI and WES and you know, a bunch of other fucking crews out there. Chancla. Everywhere has had them. SGV, SD, San Fernando, Honda. Everywhere has had these tag bang crews that became barrios and held it down. Was Claton like really big? And then they say, "Oh yeah, bro!" I'm telling you, they're one of our worst enemies, bro. They're one of our worst enemies, bro. We were the reason why my neighborhood started beefing it with them. Well, my family, my uncles, we had moved to. There was no beef at the time, right? We had moved to the heart of their hood, right? And you know, the homies started coming over to our house, and you know, we would kick it deep. So these guys didn't like it that we were deep in the heart of their hood. So that started becoming issues, and fights started breaking out, and all kinds of shit. Right? They used to drive by our house and all kinds of shit. They didn't want us there. So I could tell you, bro. I remember the battles and the clashes and everything, bro. Clanton was deep as hell, bro. Yeah, they were deep, bro. No lie. You know, they would sometimes be kicking it I would say like 150 deep, bro. Like it was no thing but a chicken wing. We used to have rumbles. It was maybe like 50 of us, bro, and it was easily like 120 of them, bro. Yeah. And they would kick it with the No Hollywood boys, so it would like amplify the number, you know what I mean? It'd probably be like 30 guys from the Hollywood boys and maybe like about 70 guys from Clanton. So like, fuck. You know, that shit was cracking, bro. I can't take nothing. Look, like I said, they're one of our worst enemies, but I can't take shit from these vatos. You know, they were putting it down. I could tip my hats. There's some enemies of mine that I can't tip my hats out to them. I could honestly say that it was nothing, you know? But there's some guys, like, when I say, like, oh, no, these guys right here, these guys are the real deal, it's because, my boy, these guys are the real deal. You know what I mean? And they're our worst rival, fool, but I can't be a hater, dog. They were doing their thing, homie. Yeah, I know that there's fools that can't tell it how it is, bro. They can't tell it how it is. They can't give proper dues, bro. Like claiming to be real, dog, telling lies. Like, hey, fool, that vato never put in no work, dog. Oh, this is when my homie got smoked right here. Well, who smoked them? Well, that neighborhood. Man, you just said that they fool don't put in no work, dog. People are fucking, I don't know. People are weird. Oh yeah, well that's the ones that started right there. You see, but in the valley though, at the time where they set up shop, there was no neighborhoods there. You know, and they set up shop a while back ago. My neighborhood didn't even exist when these guys set up shop, right? So there wasn't that many neighborhoods around, right? So it was easy for some of these neighborhoods to set up shop, like Playboys, 18, MS, and Clanton, because I think those are the only ones and Lennox. Those are the only neighborhoods from LA that set up shop in the valley. But like I said, that's because those gangs are older than, you know, some of the Valle gangs, you know? The only true old gangs from the Valle is like Canoga, Reseda, Van Nuys, Pacoima, and Sanford. But like cities like, Sun Valley, North Hollywood, and other cities like that, Panorama, they didn't have no neighborhoods that had existed at the time. So it was easy for these guys to come and plant their flags. You know? But yeah, I can't take nothing away from them guys, man. Them guys did their thing, homie. What do you think about American Cholo? What Marvelous and Dubs? Well, I thought Dubs and American Cholo talked it out. Either way, that's their beef. I don't agree with neither group, bro, because I don't agree with American Cholo and I don't agree with Marvelous Minds, about the whole raw Chicano view of it. Because I have my own definition of Chicano. But like I said, I'm not saying that I'm right and they're wrong. I just saying I don't agree with them. If that's how American Cholo wants to view the word Chicano, he's entitled to it. If that's how Marvelous wants to view Chicano, he's entitled to it. If that's how I want to view it, I'm entitled to it. We all have our views, and I have always had my view on the word Chicano, but I don't force other people to view it my way. Like, you have to view it my way or my way is the right way. Like, no. I have my way, people have their way. I was born in 2000, so I see only some bad things. Oh, all right. So, yeah. See, I was born in the 80s, so a little bit ahead of you. But 2000 was still. Oh no, you were born in 2000, yeah. So you got the end of it, like when everybody was already getting souped up. Yeah, everybody at the time in the 80s was at max capacity, bro. Like you had Ali Locos and MS and AKs and Clanton, no Hollywood Boys, no Hollywood Locos. You had us. You had fucking CMK. You had TN. You had everybody and their mother, bro. Like 17 or 18 different, because you had NTCs, you had the NFLs, you had so many heroes, it wasn't even funny, bro. No, Hollywood was filled with like 20 different gangs, bro. And we beefed it with almost everybody. We beefed it with everybody in North Hollywood except the No Hollywood Locals. Those are the only guys that we have always gotten along with. But everybody else, it was on and cracking with them. So what are your views, if you don't mind me asking, unless you really want to? On what, my boy? The ones in the Valley do. The ones in the San Fernando Valley do. They have a chapter over there, the Crazy Alley Gangsters, and they claim, NH818. Every side of Clanton claims its side. Like the ones in South Central, they claim, SC Clanton. The ones on the east side claim, ES Clanton. The ones in the west side claim, and then the ones in Hollywood claim, NH818. Because my cousins from PN, yeah, they're there. But they're new. PN's new. PN is new. PN came up like in 2014, 15. Like 6 dudes, like 6 or 7 dudes. And I know because one of my homies' cousin from my neighborhood, my homie Puppet, his cousin started the PNs in NH. And we were cool in the beginning, and then, shit happened. But it's not like something extreme. It's just graffiti. Chicano. Oh, yeah, I did a video about it explaining, my breakdown. Like, what I think Chicano is. Like, what I think Chicano is somebody who's... because what a Chicano is that Chicanos were the ones whose parents came from, in my opinion, somebody's parents who came from a different country landed here in America, right? So you're born here in America when you're little, right? You're going to school. The American kids don't see you as American. And the Mexican kids who are born in Mexico, when you go and visit and everything like that, don't see you as Mexican. So you can't relate to America and you can't relate to where your roots are. So you're kind of just stuck in the middle. So they created their own lingo, stilo, and, vibe. Creating the Chicano, right? Because you're not from there and you're not from here. So you're kind of just stuck in the middle. So that is what my idea of a Chicano is, right? So it doesn't matter if you're from El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, if you're from Germany, Russian, because in my opinion, you can't relate to neither side. You can't relate to the Americans. You can't relate to your home country because they don't view you as them, right? And if you understand the struggle of that, right, and understand what we're going through because you're being raised with us, right, you're understanding what it is because you're going through the same, battles that we're going through and the same obstacles that we're going through, and you're being raised with us and you're the homie too, so we embrace you. You know what I mean? We embrace you as our own. That's why, look, only here on YouTube do you have a problem with people saying that you're Chicano, right? Because and it trips me out, some of these gang members that be saying that shit too, because let me tell you something, in prison and in jail, my boy, there's white boys that say that they're Chicano. There's blacks, there's Asians, Armenians, but they're Southsiders, right? They say that they're Chicano. And let me tell you something, my boy, ain't no motherfucker in there telling them vatos that they're not Chicano, fool. On everything I love. Ain't nobody telling that fool. When that fool says he's Chicano, no, these fools have it tattooed in everything, my boy. 113% Chicano. Nobody is telling that vato he's not Chicano, homie. And nobody has a problem with it. Nobody has no issue with it, homie. At all. It's only here on YouTube that there's a problem. And I don't know why there's a problem. And it's crazy because if these fools are gang members, and they should know that already, my boy. There's white guys, black guys, Asian. They say that they're Chicano, and no homies telling them vatos, hey, fool, you're not Chicano. No one's doing that, carnal. And there's some big dogs in there, homie, that are not therasa, that are claiming Chicano, and ain't nobody telling them about fucking that. I like to see anybody tell me that I'm fucking lying on here. Tell me that I'm lying about that shit. You know, those are facts, homie. No one's telling them fools they're not Chicano, homie. Everyone's staying quiet. But yeah, there's an issue here on YouTube. Like, you don't tell your big homie that, who's not raza, who's not, who's white or whatever, because all neighborhoods got them. These fools are not telling that fool, hey, you can't be saying you're Chicano, my boy, or despensa. It's not happening. Your homie's going to take flight on you. And at the end of you fools getting down, guess what? He's still going to say he's Chicano, even if he loses the fight. So, I mean, it is what it is, carnal. There's no issue with none of that shit. It's just here on YouTube, fool. Like I said, my homies that are white and black and all that say they're Chicano, and we're not telling them fool that no, they're not. How are you gonna say, fool? He understands what it is to. He understands our struggle more than other motherfuckers. He understands what it is to be a Chicano more than other motherfuckers. You're gonna say he's not a Chicano? Miss me with all that, bro. People want to own that title, like they get to decide who's Chicano, who's not. Like, who made you the fucking keeper? You know? Like, go tell that fool he's not Chicano right there and go throw putazos. Is it really that worth it for that fucking just, for it? Fools are wild, dog. The cribs where? In the SGV? Oh, yeah. There is cribs in the SGV. Never mind. Yeah. Forgot that there's the do rocks and a few other ones there. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, Gil. Yeah, no, this. Like I said, the only issue with Chicano is in the internet, bro, because in the streets, these fools have other vatos that are not Mexicans, saying they're Chicano, fool, and no one's telling them that no, they're not. They're not having these arguments with them vatos on the barrio, fool. They're not. You already know, my boy. You know you're Chicano, homie. That's what they're telling them, fools. And drinking a pistol together. What happened with them? Oh, well, it's still, in the works, my boy. You already know, we just got to get our schedules to match up, our schedules to line up. Sometimes he has interviews, I have interviews, so it's like, I understand that. Depending being of Cuban parents and growing up in a lot of I eat, sleep, breathe Chicano life. That's what I'm saying, my boy. Like, if a homie grows up with us and he's from, I don't even give a fuck where the fucker's from. But if he's being raised with us and he knows what the struggle is and what it is, my boy, then that vato's Chicano to me, fool, period. I don't give a damn if the vato's black, Jewish, Namekian, Kryptonian, Martian. He's a homeboy if he understands what it is, you know. That's what he is to us. And the neighborhood see it like that. For it's only on the internet that people like to play these games. Because in the streets, let me tell you, and maybe it's because I still associate myself with the streets, that I understand that what's being said here is not affecting out there. What's happening out there and what's going on here isn't connecting. It's not the same thing. It's two different worlds, bro. It's two different worlds. So while people think that, wow, whatever Swifty is saying or whatever this fool's doing or whatever that fool's doing is somehow spilling onto the streets, is lies, bro. It's not happening. Like, the streets is not being affected, you know, about what the internet is saying. A majority of the people on the streets ain't paying attention to the internet because they understand you come and bring internet stuff into the streets, you're probably gonna get an ass whooping for it because you're trying to create some mess out here due to something that you've seen on the internet, which is not facts, you know. So it's ridiculous.
Are you almost done?
Yeah.
It gets dark fast.
Oh, for the tacos esquivel? Tacos de birria?
No, the decorations.
Oh, shit, that's right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap. The vieja already gave the orders because I forgot I had to do the decorations for Halloween. Honestly, I forgot, little book. I'm sorry. So we out. We got to go decorate the house for Halloween. We out. I completely forgot about it.